So welcome back to the second part of this vocabulary walkthrough. 多少,多少, first tone followed by third tone, meaning how much, a question word. And this is a great example of how logically Chinese words are often structured. As a matter of fact, this is the word for much, 多, and the word for little or few, 少. And when combined, it becomes the question, how much? And this is just one example of how in Chinese, to form a question, you just combine the two extremes, the two extreme alternatives, to sort of set the boundaries for the one who is to answer, so that he or she can choose the answer between them. So 多少, how much? 大, 大, fourth tone, big or large. This is simply 人, meaning person, with two arms, showing a person that is trying to be as big as possible, stretching out both the arms wide. So 大, big. L, fifth neutral tone. This is another one of those grammatical particles that doesn't really have a word as a translation, but rather is what Chinese uses instead of different types of past tense for verbs. L is most commonly just added after the verb to indicate that it is a past action. However, L can also have several other meanings, and is also a word that it's thrown around a lot in colloquial Chinese. So when you go to China, you will for sure hear it a lot. And we will look at some of the other meanings later on. But for now, when you see it, L simply means past tense. 岁, fourth tone, years old. To say an age, you simply say a number followed by 岁. So for example, 20岁, 20 years, 20, 岁, years. And this is why it translates into years old and not only years, because you don't need any other word to say your age. You just need 岁. 从, 从, second tone, from. Used in various contexts, but today we're going to use it as the distance from one place to another. So 从, from. 到, to or arrive. And the absolutely most common usage for this word is to arrive. But as I said, we're going to use, just like 从, we're going to use 到 as going from one place to another. But the most common usage is to arrive. 到, fourth tone. 里, third tone. This character has two quite different meanings. The most common one is inside, and we'll use that when it's time, but today we're going to use it as a unit of distance, namely 1 li, being half a kilometer. 公里, first tone followed by third tone. Li is the one we just looked at. 公 means public or common. And a common li refers to that which is used in the rest of the world, which then of course is a kilometer. So a common li, a 公里, is 1 kilometer, which is definitely the most common length unit used in China. Mi, third tone. As a very tall Swede, this is a word I hear very often shouted to me on the street when I walk past in China. They say 2米, meaning 2 meters. 2 meaning 2, and mi meaning meters. And here you might think that you should say 2米, since there is no measure word, which we talked about in the previous video. But unfortunately, there are exceptions even in Chinese. So you say 2米, mi meaning meter. When learning about distances, we of course need a couple of places to actually go to and come from. And the first one you probably already heard. The capital of China, Beijing. Beijing, third tone, followed by first tone. Second one you probably heard as well. Shanghai. Shanghai, fourth tone, followed by second tone. Shang, we already looked at. Do you remember what it meant? Great job if you did. We said it meant on or above. Here it means by, and hai means ocean. So Shanghai literally translates into by the ocean. This was actually all the words for this week, so let's wait no more and jump right into the sentences in which we actually use them. And in the first one here, you can see the exact same structure as we did in 多少, but this time we ask for someone's age. So we ask 你多大了? And we have that final l at the end to indicate that an age is something that is in the past. It's already happened. So 你多大了 means how old are you? 你多大了? The second sentence, 我二, which would be the answer to the first one. 我24岁. 我24岁. I am 24 years old. And here we can see how to combine digits into a larger number. So we see 20 means 20. 2 tenths is 20, of course. 24. 24. And here comes a bit longer sentence. Let's break it up. 从北京到上海多少公里? So, 从 from Beijing, from Beijing, 到 to Shanghai, Shanghai, 多少 how many or how much, 公里 so from Beijing to Shanghai, how many 公里 or kilometers? So how many kilometers are there from Beijing to Shanghai? And here, let's combine some more numbers. The first one, 395. 395. 395. So we have 300, 9 tenths or 95. So 395. Next one. 6422. So 6,400, 2 tenths, so 22. 48,365. So this one is the very most difficult one. So we have 4 10,000s, 8 thousands, 300, and 6 tenths 65. So 48,365. 48,365. But in Chinese, we say 4 10,000, 8,000s, 365 instead. And we'll practice this a lot more in class because it is difficult, no doubt about that. This was all for the walkthrough for this week. See you in class.